Wanted to quickly touch on boat positioning. I get asked the question all the time on how to position your boat, and one phrase I always use when I talk to clients is a lot of anglers know the right spots, but they don't necessarily fish the spot the right way. So I'm going to give you just a quick 60-second tutorial on how I like to position my boat on pieces of structure for crankbait fishing. So if I'm throwing a Salmo Hornet or the new 6.5 rattling Hornet for, let's say, bass on outside weed lines or even walleyes, I like to position my boat shallow and cast deep coming back the structure. And why I say that is a lot of anglers come right up to the tip of the underwater point and they cast up onto it and work the bait back out deep. I don't think they're getting as much leverage in that strike zone, because by the time the bait gets to depth, it's coming back towards the deepest portion of the lake or where the boat position would be at. So instead, I move my boat back inside, cast the bait towards deep water, and work it back up onto shallow structure. Need to pay attention to where the weeds are, otherwise you're going to ball up on weeds non-stop. So pay attention to where that weed line is, where that underwater point extends out. Position your boat inside or parallel inside to where that deep structure is. Cast the bait out and work it back up either across the structure or back up shallow towards the structure. You'll see that you make more contact with the bottom on a deep grind with the crankbait, where it's hitting that rock and rubble in the spot you want it to be. More contact means more fish and more time in the strike zone. So if you haven't played around with boat position, when you get to a prominent piece of structure that you feel there's fish at and you're just not getting them to go, change your position a little bit. Get a feel for what these fish are doing. Same things for the guys and gals out there fishing docks. A lot of anglers go right along the edge of the dock, make 3-4 casts at the deep end of the dock, don't catch nothing, and move on to the next one. I encourage you to move back inside closer to shore, fish all aspects of the dock, because I would say 80% of my better fish on docks, if I'm skipping for big bass, are on the back half of the dock, not the front half. So get in between those docks, pinpoint your targets, be a little more productive on where you make those casts, and don't just take a dock for face value and fish the deep end. Cover all spectrum. So there's a quick few tips for boat positioning. Give that a shot if you haven't already and see if it works for you.